Okay, so here is why you should never trust Indigo. Let's go into a little bit of detail. So I've booked a flight. I've just simply gone into my Google and I've booked a flight from Chandigarh to Varanasi. That's it, right? Now, and then I did it on Google Flights, Chandigarh to Varanasi flight. And I did it on Google Flights and I did it here, like this. And I put in my date, which was in the past, but let's say it's the same situation. So it was a couple of days in the thing, and there was no return. It was a one-way flight, and I clicked on show flights like this. I did exactly this, what you're seeing here. And then I booked the first Indigo flight that I saw that was consistent with my schedule. And it was a single transaction from Chandigarh to Varanasi, not Chandigarh to Delhi and then Delhi to Varanasi, but Chandigarh to Varanasi. And it looked like this. There we go. Now, the layover was obviously smaller, as you'll come to understand. But then I selected the flight. And then I booked with GoToGate, these guys right here. And then I press continue. And from here, I filled out my details and I made a payment for one single booking with a connection guarantee. A connection guarantee. Again, I booked a flight with GoToGate from Chandigarh to Varanasi with a connection guarantee. And here's what happened next. I get an email from them. There we go. Now, it is a trip from Chandigarh to New Delhi, but as you can see, it's a single transaction here. There's a single order number, a single transaction. And if you go down here, you'll see that we are connected by a Control F, connection guarantee. Your trip is protected by our connection guarantee. So here's what happened next. So I fly to Delhi airport from Chandigarh, and when I get there, I grab my bags quickly, and I'm organised. I'm a very organised individual. I grab my bags. I grabbed my boarding pass, which took about 30 seconds. There was no one waiting at the gate for the next flight. And then I go out and I understand I've got to go from Terminal 3, I think it was. Terminal 1, where I was at. I think, Terminal 1 to Terminal 2, I think. Don't quote me on the exact terminals, but whatever it was, there was a bus ride. Now, at this stage, I'm still not panicking because I've booked it with a booking partner. I've booked it with Indigo, which is supposedly a reputable airline. I get on the bus, the next available bus. I don't really hesitate, and it takes me through traffic. Now, I don't realize this, and I'm starting to look at my watch and go, hang on a minute. And I'm talking to these guys on the back of the bus, and I've explained my situation, some really nice, lovely Indian guys on the back of the bus. And I explained my situation. They said, look, you're not going to make it, mate. And I said, but it's a single booking. And they said, yeah, but you're not going to make it. And I got there, I think it was 1 o'clock, and my flight was leaving at 1:20. Went straight to the counter. I saw a queue. I just said, excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm in a position here. I went to the counter, explained it. Oh, sorry, you're late. And they kept telling me it was my fault that I was late for the flight. Do you understand how ridiculously stupid this is? A similar thing happened with Qantas. Now, I just want to back up a little bit here. With this, they were telling me about PNRs, right? How it was not a connecting flight. And I understand this, but I know for a fact, this is not a connecting flight. Now, that's not my fault or my problem. I've made a single booking from Chandigarh to Varanasi, and I've made one single payment. I have done one single transaction from Chandigarh to Varanasi, whether there's a stop or not. It was one single payment. Now, again, they were talking to me about PNRs. I don't even know what a PNR is, but apparently it's a check-in. So the only difference was I had to grab my bag, but they still wanted me to pay the difference. They would not pay for a hotel. They would not pay any expenses. All they did was tell me how I was wrong, and the best they could do, only because I made a huge fuss, was charge me just the difference. And the difference, by the way, between the two flights was pretty much the cost of the full fare anyway. So it was a complete waste of time. I had to spend a night in a hotel. Obviously, it was very, very stressful. I was trying to get to my friend's wedding. It was an extremely inconvenient thing. It caused me a lot of distress, and it was absolutely disgusting. Interestingly, when I came back from India, I flew from Delhi to Melbourne to Brisbane. The Delhi to Melbourne flight was delayed. It was actually delayed, but I got to the counter and I knew I was dealing with Qantas. And they said, yep, no worries, just jump on the next flight. Gave me a boarding pass, no questions asked. This is absolutely disgusting. I will never, my company will never, I will never deal with Indigo again unless I'm in such an absolute bind and a stretch that I have no choice and there is no other airline available. I hate Indigo with a passion. I absolutely implore you, for the sake of saving 500 or 1,000 rupees or a few dollars on the flight, the inconvenience, the embarrassment, the hassle of this airline, it is absolutely disgusting. Don't say I haven't warned you. All the best. Thanks for watching. Bye.